Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Stanisław Frejlak. This is JIGS TV, Go News. I am here to provide you with the most fresh information about what is happening in the Go world. This week there was no international title match, but from tomorrow the final round of the Samsung Cup starts. This is a round of 32 players. This is one of the most prestigious tournaments in the world. And this year there was no so-called world division in the qualification to the Samsung Cup, so there will be no European player, unfortunately, but the strongest players from Asian countries will be there and will compete. So be sure to watch the games tomorrow. And what happens in the national competitions? So in Japan, there was the second game of the 46th Tengen title match played. This is a match between Ichiriki Ryo and Yamayuta, and Ichiriki Ryo is challenging because these title matches work like this: that first there is a qualification tournament. Usually it is single elimination brackets, and then the winner of the qualification is facing the winner from the previous year, the title holder. So Yamayuta is holding the title, and in the first game he lost to Ichiriki, but in the second game he managed to win. This is a best of 5 tournament, as many title matches in Japan, and the next game will take place in 1 month in Kurume. So you can see that that these title matches take a lot of time. One game is played in October, the next one in November, then another in December. Except for the 46th Tengen, there is also ongoing final match of the 68th Oza tournament, where Shibano Toramaru faces Kyokagen. I need to say that Kyokagen has a very interesting playing style. He's always creating a plot for the game, like in a detective novel. But this time he didn't manage to make the plot work well for him. Shibano won, but still there are games to be played. This is also best of 5. And another best of 5 title match is the female Honimbo, where Ueno Asami is facing Fujisawa Rina. If you watched the news last week, then you remember that these ladies also competed in the first Hakata Kamachi Cup, and there Fujisawa Rina managed to win. But here, right now, it is 1-1. Fujisawa Rina is the challenger, Ueno Asami is the title holder, and the next game takes place on Saturday, so be sure that you watch it. And that's it about Japan. And what is happening in Korea? There is a super match ongoing between Shin Jin-so and Park Jong-hwan, two strongest players in Korea at the moment, and two of the top players in the world, this for sure. Shin Jin-so is ranked as the strongest player in the world at the moment. And from last Mondays there were 2 games played. First of them was played in a German village in Name Island. If you watched the news last week, then you remember that the whole 7 games match is sponsored by the island, by Name Island. And so far, Shin Jin-so won all his 3 games. This match consists of 7 games, and it seems that Park Jong-hwan is really having a hard time. It seems like he is fighting against a wall. So let's cheer for Park Jong-hwan in the next games to make this super match more exciting. Next games will be played in the middle of November. Except for this super match, there is also the important female competition in Korea, where the semi-finals were won by Choi Jong and Kim Hyo-min. Choi Jong might be considered a favorite in this match because she already won the last 3 editions of this Korean Female Kuksu Cup. But let's see. And Korean female professionals are doing well not only in that female Kuksu competition, but also in the Korean Baduk League. So in the last few weeks, there was the qualification to the Korean Baduk League. This is a big competition. It lasts for half a year, and it was suspended 7 years ago, but now there is a new edition. And for the competition, for the actual league, there will be 40 players qualified for the first league and 24 for the second league. 3 girls managed to pass the qualification, and here on the photo we can see Lee Chang-ho, who is, I hope that many of the viewers know this name. Lee Chang-ho used to be the top 1 in the world for many years, but now he is already a bit older, but still he is very strong. The youngest player in the qualification was Kim Eun-ji. She is a 13 years old girl, a new professional, and I remember her. I played her in a Go School in Beijing. She was there for 2 weeks, and sadly she didn't manage to qualify to the actual league. And she is also in the photo in the background. What is happening in Europe? So in Europe, the European Championship is ongoing, and last week I told you that now we will already know the results of the championship, but actually we don't. So first it was scheduled that the final games will be played this week, but then they got delayed due to happy event on Artem's side, as it was written in the official statement. So far, only one of the semifinals was played, Ilya Shikshin versus Mateusz Surma, and the next semifinal takes place this week. Not sure. I think Ali Jabarin yesterday said in the Twitch commentary to the game that it will be Thursday and Friday, but I am not sure. You need to check it. You need to follow the web page of the championship. First of all, there is a web page on eurogofed.org, so the official website of the European Go Federation. But also there are news provided on the web page, which is also the crowdfunding page for the championship, which is okpal.com/EGF. I hope the link is posted also in the chat. What is the crowdfunding about? Well, this year the championship is held online. It is not held during the EGC like every year. So there are also no EGC entry fees to finance the prizes for the winners. But there is a big crowdfunding, and already a lot of money is gathered. Like many people already supported, but still it will be nice to make this competition more prestigious. And still we are like EGF is under the initially set goal for collecting 5,000 euro for the prizes. And what happened in the first semi-final? So already you can see on this slide that Ilya Shikshin managed to qualify, but it was not an easy qualification for Ilya. This I believe, as these semi-finals and also the final and the third place match are played in the format best of 3. So on the first day there were 2 games played. In the first game, Mateusz maybe overplayed a little bit in the beginning, and then the game was difficult for him, and Ilya managed to just kill Mateusz's group. But in the second game, Mateusz was the one killing, and Ilya was dying all over the board. But then on the next game, on the next day there was the deciding game played, and there Mateusz struggled a lot. He managed to live with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups, but then he didn't have enough points and he resigned. This is about the European Championship, and meanwhile there was also the first round of the Team European Championship played on PandaNet. There is approximately one round a month in this PandaNet Go European Team Championship, and in the first round there was one upset, I would say, because France, who is current title holder, as I already mentioned last week, they won the finals 2 months ago. They tied with Israel in the first round. There were very exciting games, and more exciting games are coming next month. That's it about European championships, and meanwhile there were also some national championships played. The championship of Denmark, I think I mentioned already last week because it was played 1 week ago. Mattis Isaksen was the winner, and actually we have an interview with him later on. And now there was also Serbian championship played. So there was, first of all, the Open Championship, and then also the Female Championship, where there were 4 participants. The champion of Serbia is right now Dusan Mitic. He won all his games, and maybe this was to be expected. He's one of the top European amateur players. And in the female competition, Sara Djordjevic took the first place, and she was followed by Dusanka, Angela, and Sara Mladenovic. Last week there was also another thing happening, which was the youth camp in Jena International Go School, the Go School, which is also the sponsor of these news. There were, I think, 9 kids who came, all under 12 years. And they spent all time together with teachers, also during dinner. They studied really a lot. They studied 4 to 6 hours per day. They are really sturdy. And they, maybe one of the motivations for studying was ice cream, if you solve the problems correctly. And also many Go activities, some plays like hide and seek. Here we can see on the photo hide and seek with Go problems, and the kids were really excited. There was also birthday with a personal Go problem for Bodo, as we can see. And he turned 13 during the camp. There was also disco, and I think everyone was having a lot of fun, a lantern walk, and then also a visit in a museum about anatomy. 1 week ago as well, there was the preliminary of Russian Youth Championship. The preliminary took place on KGS, in the internet, online. And it was played to select 8 to 16 players for the finals of the Youth Championship, which will be played in the beginning of November. It was played in 4 categories. Russian Youth Go is very strong. They can have also the category under 9, which is not present on the European Youth Championship, and the under 9 category was won by Radion Kalobov, under 12 by Alexei Igonin, who is, by the way, also a JIGS student. Under 16 was won by Yegor Ładow. Yegor, last year he was on the SIGO program, so for sure he is really strong right now. And under 12, the winner was Sava Miezin. The biggest challenge for the organizers was making the schedule, because there is 9 hours time difference between Kaliningrad and Magadan, and yeah, Russia is just in so many time zones, and it is an event for children, so they can't finish their games too late. All the games were played under camera control, so it was impossible to cheat unless maybe your dog helps you. Wait, I think I know this dog. Do I know this dog? And online competitions have their own problems. So one of the kids unfortunately had to quit the tournaments because of a broken mouse. In Germany, at the same time, there was the second round of Bundesliga. Bundesliga is a competition invented in Germany following the idea of soccer Bundesliga. There are more than 70 teams and about 600 players in 7 leagues. These are the standings of the first league. There are 9 rounds in 1 year, 1 game per month. They are played on Thursdays on KGS, and then there are relegation game for the place number 9 from the first league will play with place number 2 from the first league, and also there are many from the second league, and this is the standings of the second league. There are many European players, not only from Germany, participating in the Bundesliga, and I am also participating for the team of JIGS. We are currently in the second league. This is about the news, and now let's go to the interviews. So first of all, we have an interview with the winner of Denmark Championship. Let's look what Mattis has to say.
Hello, I'm talking to Mattis Isaacson.
Aha. So 1 second. I think I have a small issue with this interview, but I hope I can solve it quickly. But I don't know how
Hello,
I will
I'm
do
talking
it.
to Mattis Isaacson. He just won last weekend the Danish Championship and is now current Danish champion. Hi, Mattis.
Hi, Manja.
Tell me, when did you learn to play Go?
Oh, it's around 12 years ago. I'm one of those Sicarno Go kids.
Okay, sorry for that. And now let's listen to Mattis again.
Hello, I'm talking to Mattis Isaacson. He just won last weekend the Danish Championship and is now current Danish champion. Hi, Mattis.
Hi, Manja.
Tell me, when did you learn to play Go?
Oh, it's around 12 years ago. I'm one of those Sicarno Go kids. So I watched a lot of anime when I was 18. And then I saw this game and the anime, and for 1 month I couldn't stop playing, I guess. And it stuck with me.
How strong are the strongest players in Denmark?
I guess the 2 strongest players that are Danish are actually a couple of brothers that are half German. So you can be happy about that. But they're called Søren and Arne Olenbusch, and they're 4-dan players.
And this year, how many participants you had in the championship?
We had 19 participants, so 20 on the list and 1 couldn't go. But
and this year, your strongest opponents were not there, or you were able to beat them?
The strongest opponent was Søren Olenbusch, who won the Danish championship last 3 years, and he was there. So I was happy to be able to make it this year.
And I heard that you have a 6-round tournament. So how was the tournament, and in which round are you usually playing best and worst?
I think this year was quite nice. Everyone plays worst in the last round. That's how it is. But I think I was able to keep focus in like all the games. So.
And if you win the championship in Denmark, what does it mean?
We actually we don't have prizes for the Dan players like money or anything like that. Actually, they have to pay more to enter the tournament, but they get some World Championship points, and then they will get some sponsored journey to the WAGC or KPMC.
And how do you feel now being champion?
Excellent.
I hope you can keep that.
All right, I'm not sure if the if the interview even finished. I am sorry for the technical issues with the interview of Matis. So so this one we have to improve for the next time. But except for the interview with the national champion of Denmark, we also have other interviews. And the second interview today is the interview with Lorenz Trippel. He is the member of the European Go Federation board, so he is an important official person. And let's listen to the interview.
Hello, I am speaking with Lorenz Trippel, the secretary of the EGF. Lorenz, what is the EGF actually?
The EGF is an umbrella organization, and members of the EGF are the national Go associations, and we have like 36 members. And the origin of the European Go Federation is like in the 50s, when they started to meet in Europe in like once a year, and they called it the European Go Congress. And I think to manage this Congress, they founded the European Go Federation.
Also nowadays, this is the main aim of the EGF to organize this Congress, or you also have other aims?
We have other aims. I think since many years we help the European Go youth to like get good training and to have tournaments. And we don't only make the European Championship, we also have like a youth championship, and we have a women's championship. And also for the youth, we have like an academy where they can like gather and play, and there are teachers who train them. And I think this is like a really good program to get strong. And our newest project is the Pro system. We started it in 2014, and now after 6 years, we have 7 professional players. So we have our own pros, and we can send them to Asia to big tournaments. And I think it's a big advantage for the strongest player in Europe.
I would like to know how you are actually organized. So I heard that you have a pretty big board. So you are 8 people in the board. And how are you working?
We meet like once a month on the first Wednesday. And for like 2-3 hours, we discuss everything that happened.
Who is currently in the board?
Martin Sciasny is the president. And we have like 3 vice presidents. Li Ting, she is a Japanese, Chinese professional Go player. She lives in Vienna. And she helps like Martin to manage the sponsor relationship we have with China and Japan. Then there is Jana Rikova, who manages the youth department. And there is Jean-Yves Papazoglou and Natalia Kovaleva. I'm the secretary. I write minutes usually. So I do all these administrative jobs. Then there is Harry van der Kroft, he is the treasurer. And finally, the newest member in the board is Katalin Taranu. He manages the SEGO project, and he also works in the EGF Academy. So he's also like in the youth department.
Thank you very much, Lorenz, and see you hopefully next time.
Bye.
Yes, thank you, Lorenz, for giving us an insight into what is happening in the European Go Federation. And now let's move to the fun part of our JIGS TV, which is the Tsumego competition. If you watch the previous episode, you will know the rules that you send the solutions. For each correct solution, you get 3 points. If the solution is semi-correct, 1 point. One important thing, which not all the participants who sent their solutions remembered about, you send the solution according to your level in the European Go database. So if you are a double-digit queue, just send the 3 solutions to the 3 double-digit queue problems. The same goes for single-digit queue and done players. And another thing, which not all of the participants remembered, so far was that you should send the solutions until Sunday evening. We really need to collect them. This week there were a few participants who sent their solutions really like last minute. I hope I checked everyone, but if someone sent it at 8:29, then I already didn't check my email address. Yeah, and also we already know what the prizes for getting 75 points in the competition will be. So Go books you can get, Go materials, vouchers for Go schools, like a lot of interesting stuff. So there is really a reason to participate. And one more thing, I think there were like 2 participants who put more than one variation. We want just one variation for your solution. For each problem, just one variation. And here, let's see the standings from the last week. So these are the double-digit Q problems. You can see the correct solutions here. I think the main advice for the players solving Tsumegos and not being really experienced in it, the main advice is that always remember that you also need to look for the strongest response of your opponent, and then maybe you can see that your move doesn't work. In the single-digit queue, we again had 6 participants, and I think the third problem was really sneaky. Not like, I think there was only one completely correct solution because the order of moves was very important here. And we also have 4 participants in the done players section. Congratulations to everyone. Collect your points on. So please make sure you send your solutions to the new problems. And please send them until Sunday, until next Sunday evening. All right, and we also have another fun part in our JIGS TV, which is Tombola, which is the lottery for the Jena tournament. So each week the Tombola is for something different. This time we just asked who wants to participate in the Jena tournament, which happens in 1 week. And the winner of the fortune wheel will get a free ticket for this tournament. Let's spin the wheel. And the winner is Marco Henkel 7Q. Congratulations! So I wish you all the best in the tournament. Later, we also have some advertisements, and the first advertisement is of a Go school, Polgote.com Go School. What is the school? It is the online international Go school founded by Mateusz Surma, Tudan professional. The web page, I hope it is posted in the chat of our stream, polgote.com. And next week in the Tombola there will be 1 voucher for a 50% discount in 1 cycle of the online Go school. And what is the cycle? It is a participation in a league which is around, like, usually 6 people. So you play round robin, and then every of the games is commented by the top European players. And by the way, I am also one of the teachers in the Polgote Go School. In the future, we will have also more vouchers for the participants of the Tsumego competition. So please join the Tsumego competition as well. Then the next advertisement is of the Go and Ski camp, which will happen in Vosges in France. It will happen in February, and there will be also a lottery for a ticket for that camp. So you can get the registration fee for free, but without accommodation. And you can see on the photo that this is really a place worth going. I hope all of you will join the tombola and fight for the ticket for that camp. The next advertisement is the Corona Cup. This is already the second edition of the Corona Cup. Here you can see the results of the first edition, where Kim Yong-sam took the first place. The first edition of the Corona Cup was during the first wave of COVID in spring. Then Łukasz Podpera with a team of other helping people started that tournament, and there were 361 participants. So this was a really popular tournament, and it seems that the second edition will also get very popular. There are already a lot of players registered, and we have an interview with Łukasz about it.
Hello, my name is Łukasz Podpera and I'm a 7-dan player from Czech Republic. I'm the main organizer of the Corona Cup tournament, and this time it will be already a second edition. We had a first edition in spring and it was very successful because 361 players participated. I was hoping I will never have to hold this tournament again, but unfortunately another lockdown came now during the autumn time, so now we will have a second edition of the tournament. The tournament will consist of 6 rounds, and it will start on 2nd of November and finish on 15th of December. There will be 1 game per week, so you will have plenty of time to finish your games. And since the tournament will be online, we would like to secure the complete fair play, so we will have anti-cheating committee, so hopefully we will not have to solve any troubles. JIGS will be one of the general sponsors of these tournaments, so we will also have a lot of prizes again for first 5 places, for all the players with 6 and 5 wins, and also depending on the number of participants, we will have prizes for best youth and best woman. To motivate you to participate even more in this tournament, you can win a free lesson with me in a lottery in this news. So just write an email you see in this news, and next week we will draw two lucky ones who will have the right to have a free lesson with me. So I would like to invite you for the tournament again, and hope to meet you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Łukasz, for advertising the tournament. I will also participate, and many players will participate, so make sure that you also register. And as every week, we want to finish the show with a Go piece of the week. What is this sculpture? This is Confucius playing against Albert Einstein. This is located at the University Uttar in Kampar in Malaysia. On the legend in front of the university, there are 2 quotes written. The first one is of Confucius: "He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger." And there is another quote from Albert Einstein, which is, "All of science is nothing more than the refinement of everyday thinking." Here you can see that Albert is playing chess and Confucius is playing Go. I think this is a really nice sculpture. Every week we will also ask you about the improvements of our show. What can we do to make it better? I already know that we can do better with the videos. It is just on my side that I forgot to look how they are located on the screen. But maybe you have some other ideas, and you can already see that a few of your ideas were included in this week's stream. For example, the colors indicated on the slides about title matches. This was a really good idea. Great thanks to the viewer who suggested this. And please don't hesitate to contact us, Send us videos, write questions, report about all the cool things you are doing with Go in your countries or internationally. And for today, this is it. So, see you next Monday. Bye bye.